Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, round of applause for those opening remarks, please. Okay, we're going to move on to our first session, which is called Energy Innovation. Our first panel on stage is going to explore how innovation is driving the future of energy in the Arab world and the United Kingdom, from clean energy and waste recovery to smart grids, renewables, and circular economy solutions that boost efficiency and cut emissions. To moderate that panel, I'm going to call on stage former Member of Parliament, Mr. Daniel KAWCZYNSKI, please.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. And I was a British Member of Parliament for the last 20 years until leaving office last year. And of course, I focused on the Arab world as a parliamentarian because the Arab world are our immediate neighbors, and we have a greater interdependence with the Arab world than with any other region of the world. And I'd like to start my opening remarks by thanking the Arab British Chamber of Commerce, because last November they organized an event very close to here on Libya, which is the country that I have focused on more than any other, a country for which I have a great passion. And I'd like to particularly welcome all the Libyans who are attending today. And as a result of that, bringing people together who are interested in the Arab world, I had the privilege at that conference in November to meet with Hesham Karim, who is here, and Suhaib Adem, two Anglo-Libyans, two hybrids because they're Anglo-Libyans, so they have a passion for both the United Kingdom and Libya. And as a result of that, we are tomorrow launching the Anglo-Libyan Business Association, ALBA, at the Athenaeum Club, and I know that some of you will be attending that opening session on ALBA. I'd like to invite you all to the first session, focusing on energy innovation. In this session, we'll explore how clean and cost-efficient energy solutions are transforming economies and industries across the region. Our speakers will address a wide range of topics, from energy recovery, from industrial and domestic waste, to investments in renewables, circular economy models, and the use of smart grids to enhance efficiency and reduce emissions. Each speaker will share a brief presentation, and then we will move into a moderated discussion where I'll pose a couple of questions to each of our panelists. So could I invite on the stage, please, our three guest speakers, Mohamed Al-KHADAR Al-AHMED. Hello. Yeah. Dr. Khaled HANAFY. And our third speaker, CHAKIB KOUIDRI. You're all mic'd up, good. Our first speaker is His Excellency Mohamed Al-KHADAR Al-AHMED, Chief Executive Officer at KEZAD Group, the United Arab Emirates' leading integrated trade, logistics, and industrial hub. Your Excellency, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much. I'll make it, I'm trying to get this very quick because trying to give everybody a fair chance. Thank you very much. It gives me great pleasure today to be part of this event. Actually, I remember I started coming to this event on the second one, as a matter of fact, so I missed the first one, and I see the progress of this event. I'll share with you some of the insight through the questions, and just want to express my feeling and gratitude to be part of the panelists today, and let's see how the business will roll out during the engagement sessions, and thank you very much for being here. Thank you. Thank you.
Our next speaker is Dr. Khaled HANAFY.
Good morning again. The topic is really interesting and important. And we are, in the Arab region, we are interested to a great extent in the issue of sustainability in general. We have great examples regarding the artificial intelligence models that applied in different areas, specifically in the GCC countries, in Egypt, in Jordan, and many other countries in the Arab world, that we are for more smart cities. So we already in the region, we have smart cities. I believe that some of them do not exist in any other place or over the world. We started from where others ended. So I believe that there are great success stories in the region regarding this. Also regarding the circular economy, we are moving towards actually reusing the waste in many other places in our region and to actually create energy. And we did so. Also the solar energy in many other places. I believe that in some of our countries we have the largest place all over the world in this area. So when it comes to these different aspects, we have something to do. Thanks for the technology that we share with others, especially in the UK, and we are open to share more technology in this area. Even the green hydrogen as well, and the net zero. In some of the visions of our countries, we have a target in 2030 to have net zero in 2050. Some countries like the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, they already have a plan for actually having 10 billion trees. You can imagine how this will affect the carbon and the emissions. So we are moving very fast in this models. So I believe that we need more collaboration. We need more businesses to be carried on again in the form of a strategic alliance. So we need to work together more and more in this aspect. I believe that we have like more than $200 billion investment in the region regarding the sustainability projects. So we have a lot to do here, and we are open for the collaboration between the Arab region and each country in the Arab region and with the UK. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yes.
Our final speaker in this session is Mr. CHAKIB KOUIDRI, Managing Director at the Algerian Chamber of Commerce and Industry.
Thank you.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Thank you. I'm really thrilled to stand here in front of you. This is our first participation as a country, Algeria here, so hopefully it won't be the last one. I'm definitely sure that we will come again. So I'd like to speak about the potential of the Algerian clean energy and the perspectives as well. This is a brief slide talking about the solar radiation of the country. So we have over 3,000 hours per year. And the two main things we need to take into account in this slide, that there are two parameters. One is the number of hours of the solar radiation, which is huge. The second one is the surface. Algeria, as you might know, is the biggest country in Africa and one of the 10th biggest country in the world. The second source of green energy it'll be the wind. So Algeria is famous for its solar source. It's probably a little known for its density of wind power. So this is the second source of it, which leads us to the third slide, where we have the combined sources. Actually, in terms of hybrid sources, the whole region, like the MENA region, African MENA region, is really famous for this. And Algeria is among the 7 countries with high potential in terms of hybrid sources, solar and wind. We have launched a number of strategic projects to strengthen our role in reliable global energy as a reliable global energy supplier through major investments. As you can see here, we have the 15 gigawatt projects in terms of renewable energy deployment program for the next decade. As you can see here, from the 2025 to 2035, for the next decade, the aim is to move from 1% energy mix to 30%. For this, we have allowed more than 22 billion US dollars. So the gentlemen have spoken about the 200 billion potential. So Algeria has around 10% of this for the energy transition projects. 3 gigawatt among these 15 has already started now, and with a 35% integration rate, which means that the investments locally is really, really high. As you can see here, we've spoken about the production of it, now the transportation. As you know, for the hydrogen, green hydrogen, it's really important, the transport. So we have this project, the South H2 corridor, coming from Algeria all the way to Germany. We have already started the studies with our partners in Europe, mainly Germany. This slide shows the competitiveness of the hydrogen, the green hydrogen production and transport. Combined, make Algeria the most competitive coast, going all the way to Germany. It's important to talk about the value chain. Algeria is really known by its gas supplying to Europe, and now the challenge is to switch or shift to the green energy, which makes it really easy for Algeria is the fact that we already have the value chain for the natural gas today. It'll be the same process is used for the green hydrogen. And as you can see here, the energy will, once we go through the electrolysis, we have the hydrogen, and then the transportation will go all the way to Europe. But one thing important in this slide is how to invest more in Algeria for a better value in exporting power to X products, e-kerosene, e-fuel, methanol, green ammonia, etc. Okay, voila. Thank you for your time.
I think you're all mic'd up, so you can actually speak from your seats. Now that we've heard from all 3 speakers, I'd like to move into a short round of discussion where I'll direct 2 questions to each of our panelists. We are running a little bit behind, so I'm going to ask gentlemen, to keep your answers relatively short. I'll start off with Mr. KOUIDRI. The first question: in your view, why should international investors look seriously at Algeria now rather than later?
Okay, I think there are a few elements to this question. One of them is that Algeria today is at an inflection point with a strong political will and concrete plans to transition, as we have seen earlier on. So these early moves to different investors will give them a high potential sites. They can choose, they have the edge in terms of choosing the sites and projects, and the partnership with big companies such as Sonatrach, for instance. And coming early also will help them to shape the regulatory framework as well. And I'd say these elements are really, crucial for being there first. So try to be short. So
Thank you.
I can go on.
Question 2. From a cost efficiency standpoint, how can Algeria ensure that its hydrogen projects are attractive to investors?
Some of the factors that give us this edge are valid for different investments. Let's say the cost effectiveness of the labor, well-educated labor, and the cost of as well the land and investment factors. But what I can say also is that the solar and the wind resources allow the hydrogen production and then compared to other European and Asian countries. One other factor is the proximity to Europe. As we have seen, the proximity of Europe allows us to have this hydrogen corridors in the most effective pricing as well. The presence of existing gas export terminals also give us the edge over other countries.
Thank you very much. Next, Mohamed Al-Qadar Al-Ahmed. Your question, number 1. KEZAD has positioned itself as a hub for sustainable industrial development. From your vantage point, what are the most impactful energy innovations you're seeing within your zones, and how are they reshaping operational efficiency for investors?
Thank you very much for the questions. And just I'll brief you for a couple of seconds how the magnitude, the size of KEZAD. KEZAD, which stands for Khalifa Economic Zones Abu Dhabi, has 12 economic zones with a total of 550 square kilometers, laying in different areas: Abu Dhabi City, Al Ain, and Al Dhafra, which is the compromise of the Emirate of Abu Dhabi. Well, this is a very interesting question because we look at our strategy on how this energy innovation works out. We look at it from the federal level, the way that the strategy put down from the central government, how they approach it, how they formulate it, how they can attract it, and then we look at it from the city, local government level, which is the government of Abu Dhabi. So this combination of the strategy compromise a lot of inputs on the way we approach the market and what clients and with the sectorial targets in terms of engagement and attraction to our zones. What we did is that we have a designated kind of a strategy of the clustering, and we have assigned different areas to host a lot of the energy sector in terms of oil and gas, in terms of solar system, and we do a lot of engagement with also the Masdar, the leading entity in Abu Dhabi and globally on the renewable energy. We also, the entities or the targets of the customer clients that we try to, as much as we engage on how we reform even our policies internally to facilitate these kind of investors in our zones. There are many initiatives being initiated during the last 2 years, and we're seeing a lot of outcomes and results on these initiatives. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And the second question, as industrial zones transition to low emission models, how do you balance cost efficiency with environmental responsibility, particularly in attracting manufacturers to invest in clean technologies?
And that's where comes the formula of packaging the product to our clients. We make sure, as a matter of fact, on looking at the financial models of these innovation in energy, how they fit on our kind of schemes of offering. One of the things that tactic we try to, as much as we create a package that does not go below our cost, our cost to them and their operating financial budget does not increase more than 4%, for example. And that's the threshold, as a matter of fact, we do that make sure that client, his cost to us or our cost to him is not exceeding more than 4%. And we monitor this through the year. We try to get the data, analyze the data on a regular basis. It is a concern from different clients that the cost of operating through our zones, and that's why we try to, as much as we use the tactic of the percentage affecting the OPEX in their books. And that's what...
Thank you very much.
Sure.
And finally, Dr. KHALED HANAFY, your first question. You've emphasized the role of regional cooperation. In the energy innovation space, how can Arab economies better align their strategies to create cross-border opportunities, particularly in renewables and clean tech?
Thank you for this question. It's really interesting one because we are not just talking about alignments between or among the Arab countries, but even we need to have a source of alignments in the codes and systems with the UK in this context, because if doing so, we will be able to have better exchange. In our region, we already started, we have some models of alignments in some regions, because when you talk about the Arab countries, we cannot generalize that we have 22 countries. No, the Arab countries are not homogeneous countries. They are heterogeneous. We can classify them under 4 main categories of countries. So I believe that one of these categories we can talk about harmonization and alignments, which is specifically when it comes to the GCC countries. So we have a great sort of alignment in this. But we understand in the region that we have great projects regarding the transfer of energy and transporting energy among different countries. So I believe, to make it very clear, that we are towards more alignments in the level of governments and in the level of the private sector.
Thank you. And your second question, the circular economy is often discussed as a long-term aspiration. What immediate policy levers or financial incentives would you recommend to accelerate its implementation across Arab industrial sectors?
Again, it's an interesting question because I believe myself that there are different models. Yeah, one model is based on the government actions and policies that encourages the investment in this sector, because we can consider the circular economy in general as a public good. And when we're talking about a public good, it is the concern of the public finance of the government. So some governments, when they treat this as a public good, this is a good initiative by the government. This is in one hand. On the other hand, when it comes to the micro level, we need to have some sorts of incentives for the private sector when they handle this, when they actually circulate or transform the waste into energy, for example. In this case, there are a source of incentives to the private sector. The third axis here is the individuals, because without the engagement of people in the countries, we were not going to be fully able to do this program. And in this context, thanks to the digitalization, the AI, the IoT, and all the elements of the fourth industrial revolution, that might give some models to make incentives for people to while governments or societies achieving the goal of circular economy, the individuals will benefit by doing so. So there are models of incentives through digitalization that could be employed in this context to have people work as if they are working for the circular economy. For example, if you have some source of smart systems that when an individual is contributing to the circular economy through the waste, he or she will gain some points or gain some incentive and will be redeemed in some source of goods and services. By doing so, you employ millions of people in some countries as if they work for the project. So of course it's a long story, so I'm just giving a hint right now.
Thank you very much. Thank you to all our panelists for their insights and to our audience for your attention. We hope this session provided a useful look into how innovation, investment and collaboration are reshaping the future of energy in our region and beyond. And to those of you who are Libyans in the audience, please come and see me afterwards. We want to get to know each and every single Libyan in this audience. We love you all Libyans. And I'd like you to please thank our esteemed guests.